We got King Cage back here on the program. Devonte Smith, who's going to be fighting at UFC 234 against Dong Hyun Ma, formerly known as Dong Hyun Kim, not the welterweight, the lightweight. Devonte, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Big fight you got coming up here, UFC 234 on February 9th. But before we talk about that, how was your holiday season? I know you went back to Ohio.
It was good. It sucked that I was only there for like a week and some change. So, my family got to see me. It was like a tease, but it was still good to see my family all in all. So,
Well, and especially as a UFC fighter coming off the big win, I mean that
mhm.
as far as life moments go, that must have been pretty cool getting to come home and been like, look, I told you all the sacrifices are paying off.
Yes. And I'm happy that my family and everybody, that's in my circle understands that. They don't stress me out, because they know that, I'm not just doing this to better my life. I'm doing this to better our lives. So,
Now, UFC 235 in March, they've stacked the deck. This UFC pay-per-view, I kind of feel for the fans, but the benefit is that you are on the main card for this fight. How happy were you when you found out that?
I found that out yesterday, and it shows that I'm two fights before the Style Bender and Anderson Silva. I'm like, oh, more eyes on me. So I'm like super psyched, super excited. And usually when I see other UFC fighters, they're like normal people, but I see Anderson Silva, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm like, hey, bro, we got to get this picture, man. I've been looking up to you for a while, so I'm excited to see everybody, and I'm excited to shine brighter than I did my last fight.
Let's talk about your opponent. It was my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, you had another opponent on this card and then it got switched up. Was that the case? I heard some rumblings that Hyun Ma was not your official opponent to begin with.
Um, can't get too much into that, but I was supposed to be fighting on a different card. Some things happened and fell through, and my amazing management crew got me another fight ASAP. So this is a lot further. I've never been out of the country before in my life, and they talk about this about to be a 21-hour flight. And so I'm about to buy me a pillow for because I don't need to have them noodle legs when I jump off that plane. So I'm not too excited about that. But other than that, I'm excited to get this work in.
Yeah, and as far as like the notice about this fight, when did you find out about it? Because it seemed like they added a lot of fights sort of later to the card. When did you find out?
I will say the beginning of maybe last week, if not this week.
Oh yeah, so it is pretty close, less
Yeah,
than a month for sure.
yeah,
So
yeah. So, I had to get my whole mental switched up for another character, and it is what it is. I'm gonna still get the win like I always do. And, still I've been training anyway, so whatever. This is the life of a fighter, I guess.
and you got a lot of your teammates fighting on that LFA card on Friday as well. So it's like I'm sure the morale in the gyms have been great. You've got Yusuf
Yeah,
Zalal in the main event. Like that must be
yeah.
pretty good right now.
Yeah, sir. I'm still trying to see this if I can get him to come out with me, to be in my corner. That's my dude right there. So
Well, with a nickname like the Moroccan Devil, that's a good guy to have in
right,
your corner, man. So.
yeah. And then I train with him like I train with everybody, but I train with him the most, and we have a really good connection. So I hear his voice, it just clicks a lot better. So
Let's talk about Ma, 16-8 record. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I match up great. He's a taller guy, I guess. I looked at his fights, the fights that I could find, and he fights like once a year. And funny thing, when I thought it was Dong Hyun Kim, and I'm like, I looked him up, and the welterweight came up, and I'm like, hold on. I called my coach, I called my agent. I'm like, hey, y'all know this dude is a welterweight, right? Like, I'll put in that work, but y'all do understand that he gonna be like 180, 190, 200 pounds the next day. Like, I'm strong. Thank you for believing in me, but I don't know how strong do y'all think I am. And they were like, no, it's another Dong Hyun Kim type in Maestro. And I was like, oh, all right, cool, guys. All right, never mind. False alarm, false alarm. Because I'm like, y'all know he fought Tyron Woodley, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not as big as that guy, right? Y'all understand that. But other than that, I do believe I match up great. Um, I got speed and agility over him. Let's see. I mean, I have everything over him. To the truth, not taking him light at all. I'm gonna fight him like he's the champion of the world, and get in, get out. That's my motto. Get in, get out. When you get out unscathed. so I can have a quick turnaround if the opportunity presents itself.
And we talked a bit about your camp there. Training partners, Yusuf Salal, I'm sure, Brian Kamosi. Who are some of the guys you've been getting to work with for this camp? I know it's always, there's a lot of guys in the gym.
There's a lot of people. Truthfully, Yusuf, my guy Austin, my dude George, Jordan, who else? My dude Markel, uh, really my coach Professor Busy, been getting a lot of work in with my head coach Mark Montoya, like everybody. Like I mean I might as well just write down all the people on my team and just name them all out pretty much as a shout out. But I'm working with everybody because everybody's giving me great looks. um yeah, that's pretty much it, giving me great looks and a great mindset.
And obviously, a big part of training camp is recovery. What have you been using for this camp to heal up those bumps and bruises?
Here we go. Look, we got all different types of flavors of the Terphouse. I take these in the morning, and like today it was supposed to be like a run day, but my body is sore, so I really been using that CBD lotion to really help out, get out the knots and just relax. Cause today about to be a relaxed day. So shout out to Terphouse for really helping me out in that area.
And what about the weight cut? Because of the fact you're going to be traveling so long, do you have to alter that cut at all? Is that something you've discussed with your coaches?
You know what? Because it's the new thing for me, I'm still figuring it out myself. Because I'm usually always in fight mode, so I'm always ready. So I'm always like low in a healthy way. But to be on a plane for 21 or 20 plus hours, and not being able to eat what I specifically eat, because I can, but I can't be eating the stuff they serve you because it doesn't mix with my body right. I'm gonna just, in a sense, I hate to say go with the flow, but like I said, it's my first time going through this, so I'm gonna just have to see how it goes, and from here take my experience from this and take it forward.
Well, how much time do you get? Like, when are you arriving in Australia?
I'm leaving Sunday, and I get there Tuesday. Don't that sound crazy? Like I'm about to be in the sky that long.
You're in the
like,
future. You gotta
yeah.
tell us some lottery numbers or something.
I got you. But this plane flight I ain't ready for. This plane flight is
What's
not
the
ready
longest
for.
plane ride you've been on before this?
3 hours is my limit. So
Okay.
3 hours is my limit. I do not like. How I don't know how far is Indianapolis from Denver, if you
Oh, I
know.
don't know. I'm
I
not
don't know
sure.
either. I don't either.
Ah, okay.
But yeah,
It's probably less than like 7 hours, I would assume. As far as
yeah.
yeah.
My legs get numb after a while, so I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. And who's going to be in your corner for this fight? You said Yusuf might make the trip, but who else would be
Mhm.
there if he doesn't go?
My head coach Mark Montoya and my jiu-jitsu coach Professor Busy.
Okay. And how do you see this fight playing out? Finishes seem to be your thing. First round finishes especially. Are we going to see that trend continue here on the ninth?
It really depends on what he gives me. If he gives me the first round finish, I'm gonna take the first round finish. If he gives me the second to third round finish, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna rush anything, and telegraph anything. I'm gonna work and see what he gives, and I'm gonna just take it. If I get a 30-second knockout, Dana White, I'm gonna need that bonus. Stop playing with me, and we could just go from there. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get the win.
Do you have any opponents in mind after this if all goes well?
When everything goes well in my corner, because it will. Um, Truthfully, I would just make smart moves always. Whether it's a veteran, whether it's a prospect, whether it's a top 15 contender. Me and my team, we always sit down and always plan out the next move. Because we're not in a rush, but I'm also not being too patient. So if that makes sense. So after this fight, truthfully, we might have a name pretty much after this fight, but we're gonna keep talking about it and see what's the right move to make after this.
Does International Fight Week make sense for you after this fight? That's a pretty big event. They got the two cards, and for sure they, it's a place to be. Especially for you. You fought in Vegas and had some success there last year.
You said International Fight Week. What's that?
Yeah, which is oh, you don't know what that is? So that's
No.
in Vegas. They do it every July. So they have usually the tough finale the night before, and then they have a pay-per-view on the night of. So they do two cards in 1 week.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Like I'm sorry. Like I feel lame because I don't know any of these things. I just
Well,
kind
there
of
you go.
live.
Dude, you're focused on your fight. I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's fine. No, I just wondered with the timing because obviously this is in February. That would be in July, so I don't know if that's the right amount of time off for
You
you.
know what? That would I didn't see. Now, thank you, because I'll be talking to my coaches like, hey, man, get some time or a little bit more time with my family, and to the point that it won't be too much time taken off that I can't come back out here and grow and improve, on a consistent basis. But after this fight, I'm gonna probably be home for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna be right back out here. So we'll see.
What are you going to be doing on the airplane? Are you downloading a bunch of anime right now just to keep you stocked up for the plane ride, or what are you doing?
You know what? Funny thing about that, I have been so focused on just not even just this fight, just becoming a better fighter and improving every day. I've been slacking on my anime, man. Like I really have. Like I believe what's it today? The 18th.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's
dra-
the actually no, it's the I think it's the 14th or no, sorry, 16th, 16th.
Since
Sorry.
okay. So if it's not today, the new Dragon Ball Z movie is coming out. I'm going to go see that. With the Brawly, I got to catch up on my One Piece. I got to catch up with my Baruto. I got to catch up with a lot of stuff, man. I just been really just drowning myself and focusing on just becoming a better fighter and improving every day. So maybe I won't watch anything until the plane ride, so I'll have something to like interesting to watch, to catch my
Exactly.
eye.
Keep you occupied. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to try and see Israel Adesanya? He's a big anime guy as well. You guys would have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah. I found that out yesterday that he like anime too. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not the weird one. It's normal to like anime. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, maybe like after his fight, because he has a big thing, and maybe after his fight, we'll talk and I'll see how true of an anime fan he is. But we'll see.
It's going to be an awesome card. February 9th, it is UFC 234. Devonte, always appreciate you taking the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. I know you got some sponsors to plug, so the floor is yours. And also, got to mention you got a pretty awesome shirt you're selling. You might want to plug that. Look at that. That's amazing.
Quick
So,
thing. Right now, I'm still getting the website and everything, solid. So, but this is just a little teaser showing everybody, it's coming out. But bear with me. My new Instagram is K_O_E_KING, and I want to give a big shout out to Lace and Loop, Bonza, Quest, Terphouse, Complex, Built to Win, Ball Wash, Virus, Beast Coast Unlimited, and Rich Grills. I want to, thank you everybody for really like helping me out and being there for me.